Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and thanks for joining us today for Who Rocks New Mexico? Today we'll visit the New Mexico Cancer Center using a non-surgical treatment for many types of skin cancer. Then we'll check out Valley Fence Company, New Mexico's #1 fence company since 1969. And we'll discover why Sunset Memorial Park captures national attention. But first, let's visit Rocky Mountain Stone, a fixture in New Mexico for over 50 years.
Rocky Mountain Stone's been in business since 1963. We actually did our first granite countertop job in 1986, and since then we've done about 1.2 million square feet of countertops in this market. When we first started, we would go out and make stick templates of the countertops. We would bring them back, put them on a slab, lay them out, mark them with tape, put them on a saw, try to cut them as accurately as possible. Compare that to today, we go out with a laser, a 3D two-dimensional laser, create a line drawing in a computer program, very accurate. The laser templating is accurate to within a 32nd of an inch over 20 feet. Every slab in our system gets photographed. We put it on a big green board, and it's a calibrated photograph. We import that into a program called SlabSmith.
SlabSmith is a computer program where we take the photos of the slabs and incorporate the CAD drawing into that. We overlay those two pieces of information, and then we can show customers what their actual countertops are going to look like.
We take that information after it's laid out, we run tool paths on it and send it to a CNC program, a water jet saw combination. And today it takes half hour to 45 minutes to cut a slab, where 10 years ago it took us 2.5, 3 hours to cut a slab sometimes. There's a natural affinity for people to be attracted to natural stone. I mean, it's kind of what we're made of, and the very few people that you run into don't like natural stone. One of the other things that a lot of people don't realize, granite countertops add to the perceived value of a home. So normally if you're flipping a house, or if you're in a remodel process, you put granite countertops in, you're going to see more return off than what you're paying for it.
Coming up, the New Mexico Cancer Center is on the forefront of non-surgical skin cancer treatment. Approximately 6 million visitors come to Albuquerque each year, all year long. They represent millions of dollars to our economy, so we need to welcome them and treat them right. You may think that hospitality training is just for people in the hospitality industry, like restaurants and hotels, right? Well, hospitals, pharmacies, gas stations, fast food restaurants, and many others also qualify. If your business touches or has the potential to touch our visitors, then you should consider attending one of our Albuquerque Concierge Excellence or ACE trainings.
A lot of informative information about Albuquerque, and kind of reminding me the things that I do love about Albuquerque, and looking at it as a local, but also keeping in mind of a tourist, and reminding myself to try these places out, and that way I'm able to recommend and talk really highly about Albuquerque and what we have to offer.
If you're looking for a way for you and your staff to enhance your customer service experience, Visit Albuquerque would like to invite you to join us at one of our monthly ACE classes. The 3-hour course explores things to do and see in the Albuquerque area, as well as the do's and don'ts of customer service. ACE is helpful for all positions, and it's worth the $25 per student investment. To learn how you can make each guest experience better, call 505-222-4338 or email partnerevents@visitabq.org. Our next class is December 13th. Contact Visit Albuquerque today to register.
Most patients come to us not knowing exactly what's wrong. They're tired, their legs ache, and they're embarrassed about unsightly veins. We start by understanding who you are, where you come from, and what is important in your life. Then we spend time teaching you about venous disease, its causes, treatments, and the results that will help you live your life with more energy, vitality, and less pain.
I'm an endurance athlete, and I noticed that I was having some issues with my lower left leg. I decided to come in and get an evaluation from the Vein Center of New Mexico.
Most of my career was spent in cardiology. I know how to fix hearts, and I've become passionate about fixing legs. Bringing the blood up from the feet and back up to the heart is critical for good health.
The procedure was very simple. It was not very painful. I was up and around immediately after the procedure.
Let us help you look better, feel better, and live better.
House Raffle is back. Win a new Abrazo home or $100,000 in cash. Tickets are $75 and only 4,000 will be sold. Join us at the Raffle Home on November 18th when the winning ticket will be drawn. To purchase tickets, visit our website, elranchitonm.org, or call 505-889-6040. Proceeds to benefit El Ranchito de los Niños, a nonprofit children's home. We're looking for businesses that rock New Mexico. If that's your business or you have a recommendation, we'd love to hear from you. Email andrew@cliffdwellerdigital.com.
I'm Steve McKee, president of McKee Wallworking Company and author of When Growth Stalls and Power Branding, with a tip about how you can make your business rock. A few years ago, Advertising Age came up with a ranking of the top slogans of the 20th century. At the top of the list, "Diamonds are forever" for De Beers. Other slogans that made the all-century list included Maxwell House's "Good to the Last Drop," Miller Lite's "Taste Great, Less Filling," and Morton Salt's "When it rains, it pours." These verbal icons are likely to be recognized by almost everyone over the age of 40, but today, memorable slogans are the exception, not the rule. Take a brief test yourself. Coca-Cola was once the real thing, but you probably aren't aware of its current slogan. How about Verizon, Samsung, Toyota? Despite these companies spending billions of dollars on marketing, you probably don't know their slogans. The lesson is simple. Slogans aren't magic. If a good turn of phrase happens to capture the essence of your brand identity, use it. But don't expect a catchy expression to do too much. A slogan is the ribbon around the package, not the prize inside. The best motto in the world won't stop your customers from wondering, where's the beef?
Wild Spirit is a safe haven for wolves and other exotic canids who are victims of the exotic pet trade. We have rescued captive bred wild canids and offer them a lifetime sanctuary.
The animals are amazing. They're great teachers. They help us learn about ourselves and about our place in the natural world. It's great to see them come here when they're in circumstances that are potentially life-threatening to them. And they show up at a sanctuary that's going to love and care for them, and then it's great to see that transition and to know that they're going to be safe and taken care of.
When you come here at Wild Spirit, you get to see a living example of transformations from animals that have been on death's door to being vibrant. Wild Spirit doesn't get any government funding. We're not supported by any giant conglomeration. We are supported by people just like you, individuals who have a big heart that want to help another being. The way we get our resources is from private tours, group tours, and other types of things around the sanctuary. But we can't do any of this without the generosity of the public. We'd love for you to go and visit wildspiritwolfsanctuary.org and take some time out to go through the animal stories, look at their pictures, and click that Donate Now button. Without your generosity and clicking that Donate Now button, we can't survive. Whether you're visiting Gallup or Grants, or touring El Morro or Bandera ice caves, plan to spend some time with us here at Wild Spirit Wolf Sanctuary. And I promise you that when you leave, you're going to share Wild Spirit with everyone you know, because that will be the most unique experience you have probably had in your lifetime.
One out of every 5 Americans will develop some type of skin cancer in their lifetime. The New Mexico Cancer Center has an innovative, non-surgical treatment for many types of skin cancer. Let's learn more. Finding out you have skin cancer can be a difficult diagnosis to accept, and unfortunately, skin cancer is a diagnosis that many New Mexicans face because while our beautiful sunshine is a great reason to love living in the land of enchantment, it also puts us at higher risk for developing skin cancer. For years, surgery has been the most common way to treat skin cancer, and while surgery is effective, it's also invasive and often painful, leaving behind scars from the treatment. But now there's a better and pain-free way to treat non-melanoma skin cancer. The New Mexico Cancer Center is the only place in the state that treats basal cell skin cancer and squamous cell skin cancer without surgery. The New Mexico Cancer Center team uses a specialized system that delivers a very precise dose of radiation to the skin cancer and a small margin around it, destroying the damaged cells while protecting the surrounding skin. And this means no cutting, no pain, no downtime, and no scarring.
With this kind of non-invasive radiation therapy, it's a few short treatments. Each treatment takes less than 30 seconds once the patient is set up, and patients can go straight from treatment to the golf course or the pool. There's no downtime, there's no restriction in their regular activities.
When treating something as serious as skin cancer, it's a good idea to understand the different treatment options available to you. Some cases require surgery, but many others can be successfully treated using this non-invasive approach that only New Mexico Cancer Center offers. The procedure is covered by most major medical insurance plans and Medicaid. So if you are facing a skin cancer diagnosis, call the New Mexico Cancer Center to schedule your consultation. The New Mexico Cancer Center, your strongest ally to conquer cancer.
You know, Valley Fence Company, we've been here since 1969. My father started the business. We've had tremendous growth, just basically hard work in the early years.
Valley Fence Company's growth can be attributed, I think, to my grandfather's hard work and his work ethic and my father's vision. When you combine the two, you know, it really ended up being something special, and it's really helped us grow over the years.
This is our plasma cutter. We started it out about 2 years ago. We just feel that it brings a whole new dynamic and different division to our business. This serves both residential and commercial. There's so many things that the engineers and architects are now requiring that we can now fulfill. Same thing with our residential customers. They're now asking for more and more and more, and now this gives us the availability to offer them.
Plasma cutting has just opened us up to a world of opportunities. Once upon a time, you were limited with the amount of custom work you could offer your customers. Now, that is certainly not the case. If you can think it, we can do it. We have a ton of applications when it comes to our new plasma cutter. We can do it on commercial projects where we're fabricating pieces and parts that go for these large projects, or it can be for your home where we're doing custom work, custom gates, or sometimes we're doing fence that even matches accents to your home.
If you can get it to us and imagine it, we put it on paper, we can put it in and we can get that design for you.
Valley Fence Company is rooted in our community. We're happy to be from the South Valley. We're happy to be locally owned and from New Mexico, and a multiple generational business. I'm the third generation to work for the family business.
We just love our state. We love our community. We want to give back to that. We know that that's what's made our company successful. And we're not going anywhere. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. And we're going to be here for you today, tomorrow, and in 20 years from now.
Coming up, we've got an appointment with a doctor who can eliminate your pain without using dangerous drugs. In today's competitive marketing environment, there's a lot of buzz about drone video. Businesses of all types are looking skyward for better images to promote their companies, products, and services. Communities large and small are using drone video for economic development and tourism applications. Real estate agents know the value of drone video as a powerful selling tool for the homes, commercial buildings, and properties that they represent. Even ranchers are finding new and unique uses for drone video. And everyone wants professional drone video for their websites, social media, trade shows, and more. That's why Growler Digital has 3 full-time FAA-certified drone pilots on staff. They'll consult with you to ensure that your drone footage captures exactly what you want and need. Nothing compares to drone video, shot indoors or out by the professionals with more drone capabilities and experience than anyone else in New Mexico. Growler Digital. Check us out at cliffdwellerdigital.com or call Andrew at 505-363-2796. We look forward to working with you. A lot of people deal with pain on a daily basis, and opioid pain medications can be addictive. But what if pain could be eliminated without the use of these dangerous drugs? Let's visit with a doctor who just might have the answer. Santa Rosa, New Mexico is a small town along I-40 with a heritage that harkens back to the days of old Route 66. But there's a doctor here using state-of-the-art, cutting-edge technology to help people reduce or eliminate pain without the use of narcotics. Meet Dr. David Calkins.
What I do is actually try and find out why you hurt first. And then once I figure out the exact reason you hurt, I use the technology that's available to get rid of as much of your pain as possible. It's hard to find a good pain guy. And most of the people I see have already seen a lot of people. And a lot of them have even had surgeries.
There's new technology that allows us to do really minimally invasive procedures that interrupt the nerve signals that send a pain signal to your brain. It's an outpatient procedure. It's relatively pain-free.
Because what I'm doing is I'm taking little tiny bits of very dense local anesthetic and putting specific nerves to sleep to see if I can make your pain go away.
The idea there is to see if we're in the right spot.
If that works, then at our next visit, I'll go in there and knock those nerves out with a special technology called radiofrequency.
A very small microwave generator heats up the nerve that's sending the pain signal and eliminates that nerve's ability to transmit a pain signal.
Radiofrequency ablation can be an effective treatment for a variety of conditions, including back pain, neck pain, headaches, hip, shoulder, and knee pain, as well as others.
Half the people, the pain goes away forever. The other half, it's only a couple years. So unluckily for you, you may have to look at me every 2 years.
My back has been broken twice, and I've had back problems all my life, I guess, and arthritis set in, and Dr. Calkins did those procedures on me. I feel a whole lot better. I don't hurt. He got me to where I could walk again without help.
I seen Dr. Calkins because I had a really bad sciatica pain. I dealt with it on and off for about 4 or 5 years. I'm very grateful to Dr. Calkins. He helped me out quite a bit. I'm doing really well, and I'm very, very grateful to him for that.
This procedure is covered by all insurance companies. It is a fraction of the cost of surgery.
Santa Rosa is about an hour and a half from Albuquerque. But once you've been to everybody else, if you want to get better, just come see me.
For more than 60 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central New Mexico have provided children between the ages of 5 and 18 a safe place to learn and grow.
Our goal is to enable and inspire kids to make them productive citizens of our community. And we do that every day of the week with over 400 children a day.
I love to play flag football. And I like to play in the gym and on the computers.
I like to play pool, I like to play ping pong.
I like to hang out with my friends, maybe play pool or eat snack.
We are grateful for all the businesses and all the people in this community that donate to the Boys and Girls Club and invest in our children. That's what it's all about, is investing in our future.
Part of what we're doing here is we're part of a $2.5 million renovation across the nation initiative that Lowe's has launched, in which 50 Boys and Girls Clubs across the nation are getting remodeled. Lowe's is doing this because we are part of our community. This is our community here. Right down the road from where our store is at, right up the road, we have another store. So we want to give back to our community, and the way we do that is by volunteering to do this kind of work.
We appreciate businesses like Lowe's and lots of other companies in this community and lots of individuals that really support the Boys and Girls Club on an annual basis. Without them, we couldn't do what we do every day of the week, providing a positive place for kids in our community. It is so important that we have alumni throughout this community getting engaged in the Boys and Girls Club. Great example is these young people that joined the Boys and Girls Club years ago, and they're still friends, and they're possibly business partners. And they joined at the Boys and Girls Club because they had a great place to go, and now they're lifelong friends.
Some of my friends, like Elijah, are one of my bestest friends.
We meet our friends here. They're really, really nice to me because they know I'm new here. I go to a different school than all my friends do, so I like hanging out with them and playing sports with them.
I always feel like I have someone to talk to here, and so I always have fun.
What a great place to grow up and meet kids from different backgrounds.
Pete and I met at the Boys and Girls Club.
We met during elementary school. We started playing around outside the Boys and Girls Club and ended up joining it, and then from there took a love of sports. It's one thing to start friendships there that lasted throughout middle school, high school, and those friendships still last today.
Yes, they do.
He's a pretty good barber. Not so good of a basketball player, but he's pretty good barber.
Boys and Girls Club is our lead partner agency for our after-school activities. We roughly about 100 students who attend our program with about 80% attendance rate with their students at Emerson. We are a community school. Our number one focus is to have an opportunity for students to have a warm, safe environment to learn, to read, to write, to do math, but also have fun while they do that here at Emerson after school.
I want to be a soccer player. I want to be a veterinarian. I want to be an artist like my mom. I want to be a soccer professional.
I want to be a professional dirt bike racer.
I want to have my own either heavy metal or dubstep band.
These children every day when I walk into these Boys and Girls Clubs inspire me, because I remember at age 7 years old, I was one of those kids coming to the Boys and Girls Club, and here I am over 40 years later working in the Boys and Girls Club professionally. Your support means everything to us, helping our children on a daily basis.
Hi, I'm Michael Newman, host of New Mexico True Television, coming up right after Who Rocks. New Mexico True Television will showcase our great state as you've never seen it before, and will provide you with travel tips to make it easy for you to plan your next New Mexico True adventure. So stay right here, enjoy Who Rocks, and stay with us at 8:30 for New Mexico True Television. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Add warmth to your home all winter and beauty year-round with a Quadrifire stove, fireplace, or insert from Mountain West Sales. Designed for performance, ease of use, and durability, nothing burns like a quad. And there's no better place to find the state's largest Quadrifire selection than right here at Mountain West Sales, New Mexico's largest burning display showroom. Filled with the latest, most innovative fireplaces, stoves, and inserts. We make it easy to touch, open, and feel the warmth as you make your way around our showroom. You'll find plenty of choices in fuels, including gas, wood, and pellet, and plenty of choices in Quadrifire styles and finishes, from traditional and Southwest to contemporary and modern. With award-winning performance that's unrivaled in the industry, Quadrifire is an exceptional choice, and Mountain West Sales is the perfect place to find all that's new. Remember, nothing burns like a quad, and nothing compares to the quality, service, and selection at Mountain West Sales. We're easy to find, on University just south of Candelaria. Learn more at mountainwestsales.net.
Now let's see how Beehive Homes is providing a warm and caring environment for those who need assistance by those who love to give it.
Beehive Homes is a national franchise. There's 150 locations. But here in New Mexico, we've got the entire state covered. No matter where you are in New Mexico, you're not very far away from one of our locations. We build smaller residential facilities that have a maximum of 16 residents per home. It's a family-style home-like atmosphere. At some point in our lives, all of us are going to be facing the need for assisted living for ourselves, or for our grandparents or parents, and I don't think that it's ever too early to know what your options are and know what's available to you. I tell everyone who's looking for assisted living to know 3 things, and that's the rules, the history, and the cost. And I say the rules meaning the state regulations about assisted living. There are certain rules, regulations, things that you're entitled to, whether it be staffing ratios, furnishings in your room, quality in your food, and in your environment that you are entitled to when you move into an assisted living home. So when I say know the history, I really mean know the history of the company. Who founded it? Who runs it? Where are they? Here at Beehive, all of the executives at our company, from the owner to myself and my brother, we have all been caregivers. We know what it means to give quality care. So the third thing is to know the cost. And I say this because there are so many words, phrases, terms used for pricing in assisted living and in long-term care. So make sure you know not just what your base price will be, but what will it be if mom or dad experiences their usual level of care that they need. Here at Beehive, we give you an all-inclusive price. So whatever we say the cost is, that's the cost. There is no guessing, there is no worrying, and I believe that brings a lot of peace of mind to our families. So whenever you are looking, whenever you're ready, whenever you're interested in learning more, please call us, come by, take a tour, get to know us. There'll be no high pressure sales. We just want to educate you, teach you, and advocate for you, and show you what quality care is.
We moved here from LA. We were looking for a place with 4 seasons, desert, and an active adult community. So we looked up and down the West Coast, we looked throughout the Southwest, and then Jubilee popped up on the internet doing a search, and we said, let's go check that out. And there was no comparison to anything else we had seen.
The climate, the fact that there's an international airport nearby, and the fact that we found an active adult community where we could do some customizing of the models is really our criteria, and they were all met here.
So we actually started by taking the 2342 and expanding the footprint outward in every direction, making every room a little bit larger.
In the kitchen, we were able to lengthen the island. We then raised the height of the island so that it's a lot easier for us to work on.
Well, one thing we did was we built in a bar up in the corner of the living space and had Susan put in a onyx countertop and then underlit it so it kind of glows. It's just absolutely stunning.
We made some changes to the bathroom. We were able to have a large shower, and we put a steam unit in it.
Those were the kind of touches that were surprising to us and delightful to us, and we're so glad we did them. We just love our home. It's just been great. We love the climate. We love not having to shovel snow, after doing that for many years. We love not being in traffic like in LA. We love the people who come from all over the country. This has really been a wonderful life change for us.
Well, that's all the time we have this week on Who Rocks New Mexico, and I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. For more information on the people that you saw today on the show, visit us online at whorocksnm.com. And remember, when you're out and about, if you see our men and women in uniform, stop them and thank them for their service. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you right back here again next week on KOB4 for another episode of Who Rocks New Mexico.